Hey, what's up, nerds? Paul here at Radio Free Hammer Hall, and we are getting ready for a journey. So, I am going to Nova. Well, by the time you guys watch this, I will have been to Nova already. And this is my first big convention. I've been to GTs before, but I've never been to something nearly the size of Nova Open. So, I wanted to do a kind of like vlog of the experience and kind of maybe interview some people, just kind of get my live reactions to things as they happen. Now, unfortunately, I am not able to get there for the entirety of the event, so I'm starting to record this on Thursday. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning. Nova started yesterday on Wednesday, so I'm missing like 2.5 days of the convention. But I'm planning on getting there as early as I can tomorrow on Friday to kind of soak everything in, experience everything that I'm able to. Saturday, Sunday is the big Age of Sigmar GT that's got, I believe, 120 people signed up for it. So that's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. So I wanted to document everything that was going on, everything I was doing. And that starts today because I have to get ready to go. So I'm going to be playing Skaven at Nova. And as you can see, I've got a lot of army packing left to be done. I'm actually going to pack them up nicely for a change. Maybe actually use the hardback case too, instead of just a tote bag. But just taking a quick look over what I've got to pack. It's a lot of stuff. My gnaw holes, plague monks, more plague monks, other exciting stuff. Another screaming bell over on the table over there. And of course, the very important Warcry. Gotta bring Warcry. It's a nice, quick, easy game. And I'm hoping to, all those folks that I can't get like a full game of AOS in to, meet up with some cool people and do some games of Warcry. I've got my Unmade already sort of in process here for construction. And last night I just picked up another box so that I have some flexibility in my builds. As far as painting goes, I'm done. I finished a couple of days ago. These guys over here, they were my last cross to bear. And then I just sort of touched up this guy too, just to bring the paint quality up a little bit higher. And yeah, hopefully increasing that paint score a little bit in the process. This guy is going to get entered into Capital Palette. Why? Why not? They have a number of different levels that you can compete in. So I think I'm just going to throw this guy in the lowest level of competition and see what happens. Mostly just to get like painting feedback. I just really like how this guy came out. One of my better paint jobs so far. I think these guys are also going to get entered in Capital Palette. And you know what? Why not one more category? All right. Laundry time. All right. Of all the things in life that you can do naked, you should not play Warhammer naked. Therefore, it's laundry time. Anyway, gotta do a little errand before we get all of our things together. Want to make some photocopies of things and print out my lists for tomorrow. So unfortunately, my printer at home is down, so I'm gonna have to make a Staples run, get some things printed out, make some photocopies of some handy things for the tournament, and do some other adulting errands that need to be done. Away we go. All right, here we go. Let's print some stuff. Alright, good to go. Alright, book check. Malign Sorcery, check. Core book, check. General's Handbook, check. Rules, point supplement, check. Not sure why I need that, but I'm bringing it anyway. And of course, Skaven Battle Tome, check. Alright. Final checks are in place. Everything has been packed. The whole army is there. My submissions for Capital Palette are already in my car. Closing this down. Probably should have got a better camera angle on that. And now, just gonna throw this stuff in my car. Cannot forget this stuff. Quick tip for anybody ever going to a convention or GT, always bring glue. I'm pulling out of my driveway, and you know what that means. It's time for me to hit the road to Nova. And it is quite a bit later than I had originally planned on going. Unfortunately, had a little family emergency at home. My son had an allergic reaction to some baby formula, so we spent most of the day at the hospital making sure he was all right, but he is a-okay, right as rain, back to new, and I'm off to Nova. It is about 6:30 at night right now. I am in for a little over a 6-hour drive, hopefully a little bit better if traffic improves, because current GPS is probably lying to me because of all of rush hour traffic through New York and all of that garbage. But we're gonna have a little fun on this car ride. I am definitely not gonna just sit here and jabber for 6 hours, but I will periodically check in and share the joyful driving experience as I go. So I'm probably not getting in until after midnight, so this trip is going to be brought to you by caffeine and adrenaline, and I'm sure I'm going to be pretty punchy by the end of it, so we should have a good time. Anywho, time for the next chapter. Little necessary detour to be made on the way. Gotta fuel up on caffeine and beverages to survive the journey. I will inevitably need a bathroom stop later to expel this liquid that I'm renting. But for right now, I need my damn coffee. Thank you. Thank you. And I just need a straw, please. Thank you. Nectar of the gods. Sweet, sweet caffeinated goodness. That is right. It is necessary to document your caffeine intake. I like mine iced. Alright, so I'm about hour and a half into my journey, about a quarter of the way there. I am on the beautiful yet terrifying Merritt Parkway. For those interested in a little history lesson, this is the first highway built in the United States, and as a result, it had, at the time, many beautiful stone bridges built across the highway to get folks from one side of it to the other. The unfortunate downside to that is those are all now historical landmarks. So this highway is stuck being incredibly highly trafficked and stuck at 2 lanes because they can't widen it because they can't change the bridges because they're all historical protected landmarks. Yeah. Kind of sucks.
I used to live down in this part of Connecticut, and I'm really glad that I don't anymore. It is not super fun to drive through. There is basically always traffic, regardless of time of day. Sometimes worse than others. Like when I lived down here, I had, without traffic, it was a 15-minute commute. In rush hour, it was about 45. So that sucked donkey balls. Pretty much everything about Fairfield County, Connecticut sucks donkey balls, like in every way, other than it having lots and lots of money. That's good for like the people that live here, and that's about it. Good for them. Good for them. So I'm gonna turn my camera off again so that this terrifying road does not turn into a terrifying accident. But just wanted to check in. It's been fun so far. I'm not crazy yet, and I've been listening to some solid tunes to keep me awake. My coffee was gone in about 15 minutes, and I'm hoping I don't need to have a big bathroom break anytime soon. All right, 8:45, a little over 2 hours into the journey. Time for our first pit stop, and probably another coffee. Coffee acquired. So, I am at a rest stop in the Bronx. Just crossed over into the Bronx, actually, on the highway. That bathroom was gross. Just thought I would share that. Also, I had to pee so bad. It was like, if you all remember that scene from the first Austin Powers movie where he's like just getting unfrozen and he like goes to the bathroom and then it stops and it keeps going again and it just goes on and on like that. That's basically what I just experienced. It was good. I feel like my evacuation is complete. So it's time for me to get back on the road, and probably my least favorite part of the drive is coming up. My GPS is sending me over the George Washington Bridge. Anyone that is familiar with the George Washington Bridge, much like I would, I'm sure, wish that it would just fall into the river. But such is life. It's often the fastest way to get through the New York area. So away I go. My wife was just texting me, so I should probably let her know that I'm still alive. And I'll check back in a bit. I don't know if you can see, but the guy in front of me, his license plate is "Got Rats." I feel like that is a good sign for me. Alright, so there's good news and there's bad news. Good news is I safely made it across the George Washington Bridge, and it was not nearly as much of a clusterfuck as it usually is, which is not bad. Bad news, that means I'm in New Jersey now, and fuck New Jersey. And I'm going to be basically traveling the whole length of New Jersey, so I don't think I can hold my breath that long.
In half a mile, stay to the left.
I now have a new standard of how you know you've really made it in life. That is when you have a service area off the New Jersey Turnpike named after you. So I just paid my toll for getting off the New Jersey Turnpike, because I've done like the whole length of the Jersey Turnpike. $13.85. Holy fuck. That highway is not worth that much money. My butt hurts. That is just an outrageous amount of money for a toll. Especially for a highway that's not that nice. I used one of those toll plazas and used the restroom. It was not in $13.85 kind of condition. I want like a towel boy and like nice shined up brass knobs and shit. No. I was surprised I didn't find a dead hooker. That's about all.
What the fuck? New Jersey. Fuck this place.
Alright, kids. I made it. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Registration's at 8. I need to go get some sleep, like, wicked bad. But let's do, like, a quick tour of this hotel room first. Got a nice little closet situation here, right next to the entrance. Splendid little bathroom. Ah, some complimentary washing things. Let's hope all of the participants at Nova partake in the soap. Going to be needing this. Quite a nice spacious room. I got a room on the 7th floor. I think it goes up to like 14 or 16, something like that. But anywho, yeah, they gave me a double. I was originally supposed to have a king. There were a few mix-ups on the way in that I'm just too tired to even talk about right now. So I'm gonna get to bed, and tomorrow we're gonna have some excitement. All right, a little over 5 hours of sleep. Time to get after it. Hair, check. Sweet t-shirt, check. I think it's time. So I just realized it's still like a little early, so I think I'm gonna run downstairs, grab breakfast, maybe find some people, and figure out where the fuck I'm going, because I have no clue. But it's like a half hour till like check-in even starts, and the hotel elevators are quite fast, so I think I'm good. Alright, got checked in and got breakfast in all of like 5 minutes. The only disappointment is Starbucks instead of Dunkin', but we'll live. And I've got plenty of time to go get downstairs after. Alright, so apparently I have to actually like bring my army list down to check in. And so I had to come back up to the room. And I'm realizing that I may have a transportation issue. So I got a lot of little dudes and not a lot of places to put them. Once I get stuff out of here for Capital Pallet, I'll have a lot more room. So I don't know. I gotta figure this situation out. And this is why you always bring glue. Alright, I made it work. There is some reckless disregard for the quality of my models, but, you know, made this happen.
Heads are up. Trying to figure out where I'm going. Alright. Round 1 versus Flesh Eater Quartz. This is not a good start. Whew! As expected, got my shit pushed in by Blister Skin. That was not fun. Got tabled. I lost the Warp Lightning Vortex too, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out something to do about that, because that's kind of important. Alright, moving on. Woo! Thanks to awesome individuals here at Nova, somebody found my extra Warp Lightning Vortex. So my army is complete once again, and I will not be as miserable a failure. So maybe I can submarine to a 4-1? I don't know. Probably not, but I get to go be in the fun bracket now. Don't fuck. On to the best part, the food trucks. Let's see what they got. Yeah, that's my jam. All right, here we go. Got my falafel. It's hard to open with one hand. Beautiful. I think that's pita. Oh, look at that deliciousness. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. I love food trucks. They're the best thing. Best food. Wish I lived in a place where I could just like grab food truck food all the time, but I don't. So I indulge when I can.
He doesn't want it. Yeah, he wants the top layer.
Round number 2, fight. Little Gavriel Surcharge list. Whew. Tough loss. Really close game against Stormcast. Yeah, that was a hard one. And I just got a message that there's a problem with my room. So I have to go up to the front desk and find out what's going on. Awesome.
All right, so it turns out there is another problem with the air conditioning in this room now. So I'm about to move rooms for the second time, which is awesome. Thankfully, it's not like a downgrade or anything like that, but a complimentary upgrade would have been nice. Didn't have any available. So that last game against Stormcast, very, very tight game. Brutal. Really brutal. Both killed about 3/4 of each other's army. Came down to scoring on the last turn. So, a couple of die rolls near the end. I had a few early bad die rolls, like not getting Death Frenzy off, that really were just killers. And like he unbound my Warp Lightning Vortex like every turn until turn 4. So there was just a lot of pain. A lot of pain that I went through in that game. But it was a really good game. Currently 0-2. That means I get to go to the fun bracket. Means I get to go hit the bar, relax, and after I make this move to the new room, go down for round 3, and then some beverages, and hopefully some Warcry tonight, because there's a lot of people here looking for Warcry. So, yeah, onward. Alright, since I have the joyous condition of being 0-2, that puts me at the bottom of the bracket, and that means that I get a bye right now because there's currently an odd number of players. So we're waiting to see if there's going to be anybody else dropping. If not, they do have a ringer available to still get a game in. So I just get to chill for a few minutes.
Mass carnage. Dodge and mass. I forgot to move those guys.
Yeah, this is basically like exactly how a game with Khorne is supposed to go.
Charge it again. 7.
Fair enough. I think you got enough in.
I think I did.
Woo! Game number 3 in the bag. I finally get a win. I was playing against Khorne. I was playing against the Ringer, so, maybe it doesn't count that much as a win, but whatever. I had a great game. It was a lot of fun. Great dude. And now the day is over, officially, for the event. But that doesn't stop us from things like this. You know, that's kind of important. And going and socializing with a bunch of cool people. So I do believe it's time to go drink and do stuff. Hang out with people. Maybe get some interviews. Maybe sneak up on people with cameras. It'll be a good time.
In case you're wondering, occasionally people do bring skull cannons. Like this jerk that I'm throwing a camera in the face of without asking him first.
I did not give consent.
That's fine. Silence is consent sometimes.
3-0.
You're 3-0? Hold on. With this hot garbage, you're 3-0.
3-0. It's not hard garbage, but I didn't get my secondary in the final round because to win, I needed to forfeit it.
Who'd you play in the second round? Second game?
The skating guy you played.
Oh, you played, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't know what to do. So he didn't play aggressive enough because he thought I was going to come to him. And I just kept shooting him. And by turn 2, it was just too late. And he was just like, shoot, I should have came at you. And I had all the objectives, and he started killing me, but we'll see.
So is this the same list that I played against?
Yeah. But it's upgraded because rather than Nagor's, the Reavers, these guys, I get 90 more points, so I can use Wrathmongers. Yeah.
Nice.
It's sweet.
Wrathmongers do a lot of damage now.
They're nice little glass cannons, that for sure, and then you got Scar Bloodwrath, who lets them attack back on death for any screening you want to do.
Yeah?
And they do mortal wounds and they die.
Yeah, I just wrecked a unit of 10 of them, and it was awesome.
Did you lose guys in the process? But you didn't care because
they were plague monks. They live to die. They do more wounds to you back when you die. You know what's awesome?
Yes.
Is when you have a unit of plague monks with death frenzy that are attacking a unit of blood warriors.
My opponent never got off Death Frenzy, so I wouldn't know. Any good Khorne player would have never let that happen, just for the record, because they would have had their skulls in play, their Hexgorger skulls, and their Bloodthirster to make sure that that never happened. They would counter it.
On paper, this is like the most jank list ever.
Yeah, but in practice, it's absurd. I talk about it on my channel, and like, nobody takes me seriously, so I came here to prove a point.
It's because nobody takes you seriously.
Maybe that's why I'm winning.
There you go.
No respect.
I have to just go back to playing bullshit lists, and I'll do better. How's judging going, Marty? Having a good time? Tight-lipped? Clearly you don't want to be on camera?
Oh, I think we're taking a picture. You're taking video?
Yeah.
Oh. You want to start again?
No?
Oh,
This is,
okay.
it's funny now. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, judging's been going pretty well. I judged, I think, 47 armies over the first round and lunch. Some pretty cool stuff. You might want to take a look at Oscar Lars. We have a short list that'll be out tomorrow for like all the best army
I'm
nominations.
sure mine are nowhere near the top.
Did I do your army? Yeah, your army was pretty good. Yeah, you got a pretty good paint score.
I mean, my goal was basically to like hit the 25 for like.
Are you sure any of this audio is going to get picked up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I use my cell phone to record all the time.
Yeah, but have you recorded inside a convention hall?
I use my phone to record stuff all the time. It's fine. It's like a foot and a half away from your face. You're good.
Hopefully I picked up that
But yeah,
too.
my goal was to just get a high enough paint score to get like full credit for best overall.
I think you have a pretty good chance of getting
Yeah,
for
I mean,
stuff
it
like that.
gives me a leg up
Yeah.
on like Dan.
Is this your first Nova?
Yeah,
Are you liking it so far?
yeah, this place is awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks to people like that guy who's walking away casually.
Another member of the Twitterati.
Yeah. Stop trying to make Twitterati happen, Marty.
I mean, it's been a thing for a while.
The thing is half those people aren't on Twitter.
Doesn't matter.
And it's not a group that exists on Twitter.
Doesn't matter.
It's on Facebook.
Doesn't matter.
It's the Facebook erotic.
No.
Erotic Facebook?
No. I mean, I didn't even come up with that. Vince and Tom did.
Yeah, but we're talking about different people.
No, they weren't.
What?
No, they weren't.
We're gonna have to go ask Vince.
He'll be like,
I need confirmation.
no, and he'll be like, I don't care.
Alright, dice roll at 9:15.
Yeah.
And he's
But you know what I learned today?
Yeah.
Vince is a hugger.
Okay.
I didn't see that coming. That human crucible is a hugger.
I can't wait to show you his rival.
His rival?
There is a painter here this weekend.
Just kept summoning.
You know how Vince is like, yeah, Roman's a good painter. Sam's a good painter. This guy makes Vince like pause. And he's local to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
His painter's name is Blood as Medium.
Nice.
His
Blood
name-
for the blood god. Paint a lot of corn stuff?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's a Tony Soprano sort of figure. Very Italian, like even more Italian than me. And I'm Italian.
You mean you're Brooklyn Italian?
What?
You're Brooklyn Italian.
Yeah.
You pronounce all the food wrong, but it sounds right.
Rigot. So let me tell you about something. I went over to Warhammer World last month. And I was like, you know what, I've been there enough times, I'm going to sample something new from the menu. They have calzones on the menu. I'm like, this will be good.
I would never get a calzone that many miles from New York City.
I know.
Like, literally, it's like the only other place that I would accept Italian food from is Italy. Outside of a radius of New York City, it's only Italy.
And I got it in the
That's
middle.
it.
I got it in the middle of nowhere, England. So what was in it? Barbecued pulled pork, mozzarella, a bit of onion, and crushed corn chips.
So a bunch of sins and mispronunciations.
It was fine. It doesn't taste bad, but it's not a calzone.
Gordon Ramsay would have thrown it against the wall.
He would also say that we don't make tea in America.
Whatever. Teas for pussies.
Not really. Chuck, do you drink tea?
Tea?
Yeah. Drink coffee.
Coffee's the right answer. Yeah.
tea.
I just told him tea is for pussies, and he does not agree with me.
He's been filming you this entire time.
Yeah.
I drink coffee. Pumpkin spice latte.
Basic. I mean, I am too. The most ripped man in Warhammer. Actually, it's probably not true. There's probably somebody that's like
Byron.
I don't know. Secretly, like some like
You have no
pro
idea.
athlete is.
You don't. You have no idea who Byron is, do you?
Can he make his pec stance?
Probably. Look up Byron Ord on Twitter. He owns Element Games.
I feel like you're sending me to a porn site.
You're not. I'm not. You're not going to a porn site.
That's disappointing. You disappoint me, Marty. So this is a thing? Little dice tower? Very nice. I like it. Find some interesting things here. I think you're just like in the process of breaking this thing. Shake it again. Shake it some more. I think it likes it.
Tell me when I'm done milking it.
Way to go. Way to break stuff.
I'll do anything for blue milk.
Missed your chance, Paul.
See, now I just have to keep the video on the whole damn time.
No, now I can't tell the story.
Continue telling the story.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Thank you.
Should I twerk?
This is part of my fantasy. I have a lady boner right now.
guys what a night that was. So I got like no video, but here is the rundown of what happened. There is a bar on the top floor of the hotel, and that's where like everybody got together and had a lot of drinks, and there was a live band playing a bizarre assortment of music. It was just a good time. And you know what they say about like don't meet your heroes? That is not true about Warhammer YouTubers. Was hanging out with Vince Venturella and Uncle Adam and a whole bunch of other cool people, and they are more fun in person than they ever would appear on YouTube. We had an absolutely fantastic time. I was too busy having fun to pull my camera out and actually take video of anything. It was just awesome. It was like so far the highlight of the whole experience. It beat out the street food. So I am now just about ready to go down for day 2 of the tournament. Hopefully I can pull out 2 victories so that I don't feel like a total loser, and all of my friends don't make fun of me. I have already a lot of thoughts on the list that I brought. I'll probably talk about that like on the way home. But for right now, I really need to go get coffee and breakfast and bring my stuff downstairs and generally get my shit together, get ready for the day. I was up till only like midnight last night, so I got a solid like 8 hours of sleep. But yeah, day 2 begins, which is day like 5 for a bunch of other people, which is disappointing for me. It sounds like there was a lot of fun to be had before I even got here. There's so much to do here, so many things. I've been trying to just like capture video of like generally like the stuff going on. Today I'm gonna try and wander around to more of the areas when I have some time, and maybe poke my head into seminar rooms and just kind of do a walkthrough of. I've been walking through like the convention area. I haven't spent a lot of time taking video of the other gaming rooms, which there is so much room and every area is full. It's crazy. It's awesome. I love it. Time to go have a good time. All right, time for another elevator ride on the slowest freaking elevators on Earth. I've spent so much time waiting for these damn elevators this whole trip, and it's just gonna continue. So here we are. Gonna be here for a little while. So this is at like the beginning of the gaming hall area. Pretty much everybody has violated this sign. We are lawbreakers. My stuff is in the case. So round 4 is about to begin. I get to play against this beautiful Chaos Dwarf army. But ironically, I get to play against this guy who, after driving 6 hours plus to be here, I get to play against a player that lives, a half hour away from me. Yeah. It's going to be good, though. I don't think I've ever played Chaos Dwarves before, and this should be super fun. It's going to be like bullshit shooting against bullshit shooting. And, yeah. I love that it's like all the old metal models, too. How much Scorpion Green is in this?
Not enough. Should be more.
Are you out of your Scorpion Green?
Yeah, it's dried up. But got to switch to Moot Green.
Yeah. It's just a disappointment. All right. Well, we got to get this game underway. All right, pulled off the big win against the Chaos Dwarves. Things are turning in my favor.
2-2, going into the final round. It's gonna be good. And I've heard there's a good story to be told later. Gotta find the guy, but it's gonna be good.
Second hit. Hits.
How's this nonsense going over here? I love that you guys are like both 3-0 with lists on paper.
I'm not 3-0.
You're not?
No, I lost round 1.
Ah.
But it was a minor loss, and I got my second one.
Got it. But either way, you guys are both doing extremely well with lists like on paper that have no business being here.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. How many skull cannons are dead?
2, and 1 has 1 wound left.
All right. But all the plague monks are down.
I mean, yeah. What the fuck else are they gonna do? They got killed by like 3 slaughter priests, the rat mongers, and the banner, and the skull cannons.
So, what battle round are you on, and what's the score?
It is 16-9, and this is the top of 4.
How many wounds on this guy?
5 left.
All right, I will let you guys get back to it.
Go for it.
Coming over here to the board game room. Just a bunch of people playing random board games. Love it. That's a lot of copies of Catan. Not sure what's going on. I'm in here now. Might just be pickup games and stuff. I think this is where 30K was. Another giant room of gaming, though. Right. Over here is the 40K room. Looks like 40K may be done already. But look at all this. It's like GW crew.
Okay, so we see that coming.
Oh, it's a kill team. I don't know what this is. Warhammer kill team. Just wow. Over here, this looks like silent auction merchandise. That's awesome. You can buy a Boba Fett.
I'll be right back. See you guys in a few minutes, okay?
Darth Vader also up here. No bids, you can get them for a cool $1,000. Bunch of Funko Pops. Pretty sweet. All for charity. Let's see. Batman costume, Han Solo and Carbonite. Nobody's bid on any of these guys yet. That's surprising.
There's a lot of cool stuff here.
Losing up there, so I got to carry around still. Oh, okay. Oh, I understand.
Just had to buy a souvenir. Oh yeah. So in case anybody's ever wondering what's underneath the desk of Vince Venturella, there we go. And these are your shoes for life, right?
Correct. Only
Yeah.
shoes I've ever owned since I was 15, and I only own one pair of shoes. This, it's Doc Martens, the real Doc Martens, not any kind of knockoff. I order them exactly to my size. I get a new pair every 2 years.
And this is for work, for play.
If I met the president or if I was going to the beach, literally I went out on a boat, I wore these.
Nice.
That's 100% true.
Awesome. Look like they might need a little bit of a shine job at the moment, though.
Yeah, well, I'm lazy. And that takes away from painting time.
That's true. But I mean, shining shoes is almost painting.
Almost, but not.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, how many classes did you actually teach?
I had to do 6 this week. This year.
6.
Yeah.
Had to do.
Well, I signed up for 5. They give me 6, which is okay. That's fine.
Nice. So
The only one that's always rough is the Sunday morning class.
Yeah.
That's the one you don't want.
Yeah. So what are you purchasing over here?
Oh, just looking at some stuff. Wanted to get a few things for other members of CK Studios, just as little thank you gifts for the last year and stuff. So.
Awesome. Very cool. This is quite a wall of merchandise.
Isn't it though?
It's beautiful. So beautiful. All right, then. Well, I will catch you later.
Right on, buddy.
This right here is a very, very expensive conversion, and it is gorgeous.
Yeah. So like he came in and like there was like a big pocket, and he just got his flight notes in there. I was screwed, but that's what happens. I'm super tired.
Are you done losing?
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you win?
No.
You're a loser.
Yeah, I'm a loser. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, you're only 3-1 now.
I was telling
you're a
him,
failure.
I'm so exhausted. I forgot to move half of my army in one of the turns. I moved like 2 guys. And I was like, all right, shooting.
Dude, what happened last night? You like went up to the bar, said hi, and then disappeared.
I'm so tired because I've been here for 5 days. Super.
That's a weak excuse.
How long have you been here? I
2
felt
days?
like you like yesterday or the day before. I'm hoping I'll win more.
You missed Vince and Uncle Adam dancing with each other to disco. It was fantastic.
Oh my God. Yeah, I missed a lot. I just need to sit so my knee.
This guy is a magnificent dancer.
But Dan played it really well.
Yeah.
He's a much better exhausted player than I am.
So what's up, buddy?
Things are going pretty well. Currently 3-1 max secondaries, so I'm in position to maybe get 10th place if I do really well. So
nice.
Maybe more like 15 to 20, but hey, here's hoping.
Yeah. How did your last game go?
So this game,
Yeah.
I was playing Slanesh up against a full shooting order army with some heals, and so he held back, again, charged him, and I didn't do as much as I want, but I did manage to pin him in his deployment zone, took all the objectives, and then over the course of the rest of the game, he tabled me, but I scored enough on objectives and just like clogged him up that he couldn't score objectives fast enough.
Yeah, the same thing happened to Josh. Like, he won the game, but he got tabled.
Yeah. So,
nice.
But hey, it's been super fun. Had a great time. Played a lot of great people and just met a lot of great people. And so.
Yeah. And you're playing Slash?
Absolutely. Slanesh is the only army I've ever played in Age of Sigmar.
Nice.
So.
You dirty, dirty man.
Hey, I was playing that dirty Slanesh back when it was Index Slanesh. So I like to think of myself as OG.
Nice. So all of this is just bits and metal models for days. More food truck goodness. Yeah. there we go. More delicious street food. Yes. Up against Zeech.
All right, so I just wrapped up round 5. Unfortunately, another loss. So I'm racking it up to a big 2 wins and 3 losses for this event. It was a lot of fun though. Last round was against Zinch and mostly like Zangors and Carrick Acolytes, like all mortals. Really interesting list. Holy crap, all the rerolls to save. I was not familiar with that list at all. Very tough. Like I threw a unit of 40 Plague Monks at a unit of 30 Zangor and only killed like half of them. And I rolled just fine on the Plague Monks. So a lot of thoughts coming away from this event on Skaven list building in general. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm probably going to do my own separate video on that, or maybe just, I don't know, muse on the way home while I'm driving, tagging on to the end of this video. But yeah, so overall the event was really fun, and now I just brought my stuff back up to my room for, just to get all this crap out of my hands for the moment. I'm going to go downstairs, find out how I did in Capital Palette, and see, go hang out with people, see who's going to be around for the rest of the evening. Got some Warcry in last night, hopefully more Warcry in this evening, and I don't know, grab some food, maybe some other people are going to be hanging out, grabbing the bar, I don't know, we'll see. That is what I fucking like to hear. That is right. Just get everybody getting seated for the awards ceremony and closing ceremonies.
Good job. Huh?
Almost.
I was talking to John sort of how the Titan was connected into the system.
Caleb, you go up there when they say I won.
Yuri, I'm gonna wait till I come up over. I'm gonna wait till I come up over.
From this legal and the
All right, y'all, that is a wrap on Nova Open 2019, 10th anniversary of Nova. My first experience at Nova was absolutely fantastic. Had an awesome time. Just got done with the closing ceremonies. Tons of stuff given away to people. Tons of money raised for charity, which is fantastic. I love that this event is based around charitable giving in addition to wargaming. Two things that I feel like just go together really well, because the whole wargaming scene is just full of really cool, awesome people. And, you know, marrying that together with doing a big charity convention event is awesome. Met tons of cool people, hung out with tons of cool people, had a great time. I mean, my actual tournament play experience was mostly like picking up my teeth with broken fingers, but that's cool because I had a great time anyway, and that's what it's really all about. So I am exhausted, and I'm gonna get some sleep, and I'm gonna drive home tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. And now I'm coming off of this, and I'm ready to make Age of Sigmar happen locally more. You know, I want more of this all the time. I want my every Wednesday night game to be as awesome of a scene as like the little groups of all of the different people here clearly make it. And we can do it. We will build it. And it will be the best. All right, and I'm going to, of course, do a little bit of chatting on the road headed back tomorrow on my way out. But until then, I'm going to bed.